Hi Leo, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your weekly forecast for the week starting March 19th, 2018. This is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And as always, keeping in mind, these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everyone. And watch your Moon and Rising sign readings for additional messages that may apply to you. So, let's have a look. At the bottom of the deck is your overall energy. We do have the Ace of Cups. So with the Ace of Cups here, this talks about new beginnings for you in the week that make you very, very happy. Now this could be a new beginning in terms of starting a new relationship, renewing a relationship, healing a relationship. Reconciliations are possible with this energy, starting a new job or having an offer on the table that makes you very, very happy and excited and hopeful. This can indicate looking at a new place to stay, or you're relocating during this time. Starting new things that you really, really love. And it could also talk about pregnancies, or that's your focus, or that's what you want to work on and, during this time, okay? Or this is the time when you decide on that, okay? And for some, I'm getting that you might end up moving overseas, okay, or abroad, or you decide that's what you want to do during this time. For your career, your finances, personal projects, and education, we have the Nine of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords, I feel like this is talking about anxiety over test results, exam results, interviews, any tests you've had to go through for a job or anything like that, screening processes, anything like that. And I feel that you're very, very worried about that starting the week. But with the Ace of Cups is your overall energy. I feel that for the most part, you will find yourself towards midweek or the end of the week crying tears of joy and relief, okay, that's coming through. Because the Nine of Swords also indicates things that we're very worried about, but we shouldn't be, because actually there's really nothing to worry about. So try to keep that in mind, okay? For others of you, this is the end of a struggle, the end of you searching for a job, the end of you stressing over your financial situation, the end of you stressing over your living situation, whatever the case may be that's affecting your mind, that has to do with your finances, that you've been worried about, okay? It's coming to a conclusion during this time. It tends to go in a good direction. The only thing that could affect something negatively is where you think negatively about it, okay, if that makes sense. So things are tending to go in a good direction. The only thing that could steer them in a different direction would be you expecting the worst to happen. So just be mindful of that, okay? Try not to do that. Try to stay positive. Try to pray when you get anxious. Try to meditate when you get anxious. Try to just spend time outdoors. Just not think of things, okay? Don't think of things before you go to bed, because you're not going to sleep that night, okay? So just try to get a hold of your own thoughts during this time. But whatever it is that you're worried about, chances are it's actually going to work out in your favor if you're not pessimistic about it, okay? In your home and family situation, we do have the Moon. So with the Moon, I feel that for some of you, you're worried because you have to move and it's coming out of the blue and you're not sure what you're going to do about it. However, again, I feel that solutions are going to present themselves. It might be something completely different than what you expect or what you're thinking that you can get, okay? But I do feel that it will work out in your favor. You just have to stay calm and just see what you can do under the circumstances, as opposed to panicking, freaking out, and thinking the worst, okay? For others of you, again, we have the water here, so moving someplace near water, overseas, can come up with this energy as well. I do feel that there can be pregnancies happening in the family, pregnancy announcements, or announcements of someone moving in together, someone getting married, someone starting a family, happy events within the family of a new beginning for someone, but it just takes you completely off guard. Or you might even hear that someone eloped and just got married, okay? There might be a lot of stress, confusion, and tension within the family and at home, because maybe someone lost their job or because someone's having difficulty finding a job, okay? Again, try to rely on your faith or try to do whatever you can to bring positivity in your thoughts, to raise your hopes, to raise your expectations. Okay, it's very, very important. For your emotional life and love life, we have the Eight of Cups. So with the Eight of Cups, for some, this can talk about walking away from a relationship. I do feel that this is water sign energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For some, I feel that you're walking away from a relationship, but then you decide you want to get back together, okay? I feel that someone is moving out temporarily, okay? And then you find that actually you want them to move back in, or they want to move back in, you want the same thing. For others of you, I do feel that you're leaving a relationship because it's just draining you and it's just painful, and you do just crying all the time, and that's not okay. And so you find yourself walking away from a relationship, and maybe that's what's, you know, put you on edge a little bit, thinking, okay, how am I going to get that done? Where am I going to live? How am I going to earn my money? Everything we had was tied up together, okay? It's time to think of your happiness and well-being at this time. Everything else, you'll find a way to work it out, okay? Get yourself out of a bad situation first, and you will find that everything else will come together easy for you, okay? You just have to get yourself in a positive and safe place, okay, before you look at how you want to do anything else. For others of you, I do feel that you are moving in together. So someone's leaving the family home and you're moving in together. Again, we have water sign energy, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces during this time. And I feel that you might also be looking at reconciliations, especially if, you know, they have walked away in the past. I feel that they've come to the conclusion that that was wrong, and they're coming back and asking for forgiveness, because the Ace of Cups can also talk about forgiveness, healing, reconciliation. For your health and well-being, we do have the Five of Pentacles. So again, this is about your mind, this is about your heart. And it's, again, a card that talks about mindset as the most important thing, okay? Nine of Swords, Five of Pentacles say similar things. It talks about, the cards talk about where we let our minds kind of run away and create all these big, bad, ugly scenarios of what's the worst that can happen, and we start to believe them, and we start to feel hopeless, and we start to feel like there's nothing we can do in the situation, and we start to feel just drained and like we're on our own, no one has our back. And again, with the Five of Pentacles, similar advice as with the Nine of Swords. Try to look at what options you do have. Try to look at what you can do about the situation. Don't think of it in terms of, well, that's it, there's nothing I can do, I can't fix this, I can't resolve this, I can't get a job, I can't do that, I can't do that. Because if you tell yourself that enough, you will believe it, and if you believe it, you will manifest it, okay? So this just means be mindful of what you're thinking, because it's showing in your physical health, okay? Remove any source of stress from your life, honestly, because it's affecting your health. How you feel, you're feeling down, you're feeling under the weather, you're feeling, maybe you're starting to get sick, maybe you're just feeling depressed, maybe you're just feeling, you know, overwhelmed and overburdened, okay? And the message with the Five of Pentacles is there are things you can do about it. There are people you can talk to. There's things that you can do. There's help that you can ask, and it will be there for you, okay? So just try to see the positive side in everything, and try to look at things in terms of, okay, what can I do about the situation? And that will get you through it a lot easier, okay? The Five of Pentacles can also indicate financial concerns to do with a surprise pregnancy. Okay, what am I going to do now? And again, what I want to say is, what I'm kind of hearing is, a child is a miracle. That's your blessing. So try not to worry about how you're going to make it work, because if you were granted that miracle, you can work everything else out, okay? You'll be fine. So just keep that in mind. You might have to ask friends and family for help. Maybe that's not really something that you would really want to do. However, they're saying that you have help there if you need it, okay? Your overall guidance, we have number 5, again, magenta. Connect to your deepest inner knowing. So with the number 5, you are looking at changes happening in your life during this time. And this is saying you already know why things are happening this way, or you already know that something needs to end, or you already know that you need to get yourself out of a situation, or you already know that something's going to work out, okay? So even if you don't know the details of it right now, you know that it's going to work out. So just connect to that. Also connect to the divine. Prayer and meditation will really help you during this time. Affirmations, motivational speakers, anything like that, okay? Really gonna help you stay positive and stay confident, okay? Because you are dealing with the energy of change, but it's for the better, and you already know that, really. So just connect to that, remind yourself of that, okay? And just keep going, because you are about to see things bloom and blossom in your life, okay? So that is your reading. I hope that it makes sense, okay? I hope that it helps if you're dealing with these energies. Let me know what the cards talk about for you, if this applies. Remember to watch your moon and rising sign readings. Have a great week, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.